So what is your home really worth? It's a huge question, one that most of us are going to face at some point. And let's be honest, the answer has some massive financial and personal weight to it. Getting it wrong can be super costly, but getting it right, that's a critical step in some of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. Think about it. Are you selling a house, dividing up assets, maybe settling an estate? These are not small moments, right? These are pivotal times in your life where having a precise, totally unbiased number isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely essential. So the real question is, how do you get that number? And that right there brings us to the big valuation question. It's a question that really needs a professional, data-driven answer, not just a quick guess from some website you found online. And especially if you're in a specific market like Gilbert, Arizona, a generic online estimate just isn't going to cut it. I mean, every neighborhood, sometimes even every single street, has its own unique trends and quirks that those automated tools, well, they just miss them. When you're making decisions that will affect your future, you need that local, on-the-ground expertise. Okay, so if a generic answer isn't good enough, where do you turn? Let's take a look at the local experts who can bring that kind of clarity. This is Eagle Home Appraisal Gilbert. Now, they're a team of independent fee appraisers, and that's a really important distinction. It means they aren't tied to a bank or a big lender, so their one and only focus is on giving you an accurate, totally impartial valuation right there for the Gilbert area. Their entire service is built on three core ideas. First, they're competent. They're state certified and have all the training to get the job done right. Second, they're credible. Their reports are built to be trusted by courts, lenders, even government agencies. And finally, reliable. They get that deadlines are critical, and they are committed to delivering on time every time. Now, here's something you might not realize. Property valuation isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Different life events actually require different kinds of appraisals, and each one has its own specific standards and legal requirements. And these guys cover the entire spectrum of needs. You've got your standard stuff, like buying and selling, but also those more sensitive and legally complicated situations like settling an estate, navigating a divorce, or even preparing a report for the IRS. Let's just zoom in on a divorce appraisal for a second. During what can be a really difficult and emotionally charged time, what you need more than anything is a neutral third-party valuation. This just makes sure that the property, which is often the biggest shared asset, is divided fairly and without any bias. And then you have an estate appraisal. You know, when a loved one passes, their property's value has to be established for all kinds of legal and tax reasons. A professional report gives you that definitive value, making sure the whole process is handled correctly and, of course, respectfully. And hey, when it comes to taxes, an appraisal has to meet the super strict standards of the IRS. This means you need a certified, compliant report that provides a defensible value, whether it's for tax appeals or other financial stuff. So, okay, they offer all these specific services. But what really sets a local expert apart from, an automated online tool or some generic valuation service? What's the real difference? Well, it really starts with trust that's built on experience. This quote from their clients kind of says it all. It's not just about the final number on the page. It's about the professionalism, the incredible attention to detail, and respecting your timeline through the whole process. And this comparison here just nails it. A generic valuation, that's going to give you a broad, often outdated estimate. It's a guess. In contrast, a local expert gives you a report that reflects what's happening in the market right now, includes all those specific neighborhood details, and is built to stand up to any legal or lender scrutiny. So here are the pillars of that trust. Being BBB accredited, that adds a layer of accountability. The reports are meticulously prepared and the valuations are always unbiased. Plus, they really prioritize open communication and getting things done on time, so you're never left hanging during a really critical moment. Okay, so you get it. You see why you need a professional valuation, and you know what to look for in an expert. The last piece of the puzzle is, how do you actually get one? Is it complicated? Actually, the path forward is designed to be super simple and clear. It's a really straightforward three-step process. First, you call them to chat about your specific situation. Second, you schedule the appraisal. And third, you get a comprehensive report that's actually easy to understand. That's it. And here is all the info you need to take that first step. You've got their phone number, website, and their physical address right there in Gilbert. They make it really easy to just get in touch and start the conversation. So, at the end of the day, it all comes back to this one crucial question. When the stakes are this high, and you absolutely need certainty about your property's value, are you going to rely on a guess or an expert?